Virgo, let's go ahead and tap in. If you're a Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, then this is your reading. Let's see what's going on for my Virgo babies. Okay, I saw the redacted card. It wanted to flip out. It did not, though. Somebody could be hiding something, hiding information, lying by omission, something, okay? So let's see what's going on, Virgo. We do have separation coming through, okay? So you and somebody could be on the outs right now. This does not just have to be a romantic interest, partner, ex, whatever. It could be an old friend, family member, work situation, whatever, okay? But there is a separation between you and somebody. Y'all ain't talking. Y'all ain't on good terms, okay? So I'm sorry to hear that. We're going to see what comes through in the tarot. We're going to expand this reading out for my Virgos. So let's see, how is Virgo showing up in this separation here, Spirit? How is Virgo showing up in this separation? Okay, so this could be from a friend or friend group with the Three of Cups, or someone that you were casually dating. It wouldn't have been the most serious commitment, I will say that, okay? So yeah, there is a separation from any of them people that I just mentioned, all right? So let's see how they're showing up in the reading. Who the other person is that's showing up here in this separation from Virgo. We have the Hanged Man. They could be a Pisces. Someone that has definitely taken a step back from the situation to kind of gain a different perspective on things. They could be coming into some sort of enlightenment. Aha, like, okay, I kind of see, like, you know, what happened there between me and Virgo, what the lesson was between me and Virgo. So it could be a situation like that coming through. I will say, you know, they seem to be in a space of surrender as well. Like, basically, you know, what's meant to be is going to be type thing. So I don't really see that they're stressed about it. You might not even be stressed about it either. This Three of Cups could be you. You know, if you have gone through a breakup with someone, you could be surrounded by friends right now and, you know, celebrating, having a good time, you know, doing your thing. Let's see, what is the plot, the theme here between Virgo and this Hanged Man? What is the plot? Now, sometimes the Hanged Man can be someone that's stuck. I will say that. So maybe there's been a lot of thinking on this other person's end, but not a whole lot of action being taken. Neptune, which is associated kind of with this card, or Pisces energy, it did just leave Pisces and move into Aries. So there could be something significant about Neptune and Aries that might be gearing up for some movement here with this person. We'll see. Okay, what's the plot, the theme here between Virgo and the Hanged Man, the King of Cups? Okay, there is love, unconditional love between you and this person. I don't know if they're a water sign or have those placements in their chart: Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could just be one of them situations where sometimes you gotta love people from a distance, okay? Because that is coming through as a conflict. The challenge is communication. Maybe y'all communicate really differently, okay? That seems to be like a blockage here coming up between you and this person, is like communication. So that doesn't necessarily mean they're a bad person, doesn't mean you're the bad person. It doesn't mean we have to vilify anybody. You know, it could just be the recognition that, oh, you know, we just kind of not even just communicate a little differently. With the Eight of Wands, this can suggest like y'all just move like a little differently when it comes to just life in general. These are very different energies. Someone is very sociable. That seems to be more so you coming through on the Three of Cups side of things, where someone could be a little bit more on the solitary side of things, where they're like, I don't really need to be out, you know, drinking, partying, woo-doo-woo, you know, I kind of like just being in my own space, maybe being in nature, reflecting, journaling, praying, you know, doing stuff like that, you know, and that's their prerogative, as is, you know, having a good time is your prerogative too. Okay, so it could be like maybe some incompatibilities that are kind of coming up between you and this person, but I do feel like there is a love with the King of Cups, like an unconditional love and maybe appreciation that you do have for each other, and possibly, you know, some of the differences that you have, but you also just recognize that maybe they don't work, those differences don't work too well in close proximity. What is the action, the advice here? Spirit, what is the action, advice here? Spirit, what is the action, the advice? Thank you. Eight of Swords, get out of your head. Get out of your head, free yourself. Okay, so yeah, free yourself. I don't know, even if this is you being in your head about this separation, it's like, yeah, you need to kind of like free yourself. Some of you need to go out, have a good time, surround yourself with people that support you, you know, stuff like that. If this is someone that you want to come out of separation with, because the Three of Cups can sometimes represent a reunion, then do what you need to do. You know, take the action steps to do that. Because there does seem to be blockages, possibly with communication and action. What is the resolution, the outcome for Virgo? What's a resolution, outcome for Virgo? Because I will say, you know, when it comes to movement, action, this person isn't taking any with the Hangman. Like, I'm just saying, they're very much like, whatever, universe, whatever's going to be is going to be. Okay, so if you're actually wanting to see some movement or feeling compelled to take any action on your part, then, you know, do what you need to do. What is the resolution, outcome here? Ooh, I just slipped and slid. Oh my god, why would you be all the way over there? Hold up, y'all. Oh my god, I can't even reach. I don't really have a lot of space to work with in here. I gotta get down. Okay. The resolution, the outcome is the Tower. Boom. Oh, that took a lot for me to get down there. So some of y'all are gonna separate. I'm just saying, it is what it is. Maybe you've been worried about separating from this Three of Cups, from this friend group, from your bestie of 10, 15 years, from somebody that you've been dating or whatever, okay? But yeah, like, it's okay to go your separate ways. It's okay to recognize that there's some incompatibilities. It's okay to just kind of move around, basically. Like, it doesn't always have to be this big drama, and maybe that's something that you're fearing, like, oh, you know, is this going to turn into like a big conflict or something like that? It ain't even got to be all that. And I think, even like I was saying, from the other person's side of things, I don't think they're tripping. Like, if there has been distance between the two of you or whatever, I don't think they're sitting over there like, oh yeah, Virgo is a bad person and they're this and they're that. No, I think that they have come to the the spiritual understanding, like I was saying earlier, like maybe we're just like not the most compatible when it comes to friendship, when it comes to dating, when it comes to you know, collaborating creatively or whatever, you know, and that's just what it is. Okay, so maybe don't be afraid with the Tower, like to kind of shake things up. There could be a bit of people pleasing that's kind of going on your end, or just like really wanting to keep the peace and all that. But you know, just because you no longer are like close with people doesn't mean like there's beef or anything like that. It just means like y'all have separate paths to go on, and that's just what this comes down to. Okay, so that's what that Tower is. You and whoever this is, y'all are going your separate ways. Okay, so all right, Virgo, with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up here. If this resonates at all, please like, leave me a comment, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and until next time, sending you so much love. Take care. Bye.